Daniel keeps praying. A long time ago, Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, set off with his army. He defeated many nations and brought back prisoners. Among the places he invaded and he took prisoners was the city of Jerusalem. One of the prisoners was a young man called Daniel. He was sad. He did not want to leave his home. On the way to Babylon, the soldiers told the prisoners to sing for them. "Sing us one of your happy Jewish songs," they said. "How can we sing?" the prisoners replied. "We are being forced to live in a foreign land." Daniel was a good man. He was very wise and very sensible. The king of Babylon liked him. "I have chosen you to be one of my special servants," said the king. "I will do my best," Daniel replied. Daniel was a very good servant. He was so good, the king promoted him. Some of the king's other servants were jealous. "How come Daniel gets promoted?" they asked. The jealous servants decided to try and get rid of Daniel, so they watched Daniel carefully to see if he made any mistakes they could report to the king. But Daniel was hardworking and honest. He did not make mistakes and served the king well every day. The jealous servants made up a nasty plan. "We'll trick the king into killing Daniel," they said. They had noticed that he prayed to God 3 times each day. They went to the king. "We want a new law in Babylon," they said. "Whenever anyone prays, they must only pray to the king for the next 30 days. The king was flattered and said, "I like that new law." He wanted everyone to pray and worship him. "Anyone who does not pray to me will be thrown to the hungry lions," the king ordered. As soon as the law was made, the jealous servants watched Daniel to see what he would do. Would he dare to pray to God? Daniel knew that it was wrong to pray to anybody or anything but the Lord God. So Daniel continued to pray 3 times a day to God. He even opened his windows wide, so it was no secret to anyone that he was praying. "We've trapped him," the jealous servants exclaimed. They went straight to the king. "Daniel is praying to his God and not the king," they reported. "He is breaking your new law, and you must throw him to the lions." The king liked Daniel, and he did not want him to die. "You have tricked me into making a new law that I cannot change," said the king. He was very, very angry with Daniel's enemies. But the law was made, and the king had to keep it. He ordered that Daniel was arrested. "I'm sorry about this," said the king to Daniel. "I do not want you to die in the lion's den, but I have no choice." "Don't worry," said Daniel. "My God is able to keep me safe, even down there with the hungry lions." The soldiers dropped Daniel through the entrance into the lion's den. The lid was sealed again, so he could not escape. Then the king went back to his house feeling very sad. That night, the troubled king could not sleep. He felt terrible about what he had done to his friend. The next morning, the king ran to the lion's den. Was Daniel still alive? Surely the lions had eaten him. The lid was lifted, and the king called down, "Daniel, did your God keep you safe?" "Yes, my God kept me safe," came the reply. "He sent an angel to shut the mouths of the lions." "Pull Daniel out of the den at once," the king ordered. Daniel was very pleased to be out of the hole. Then the king turned to the jealous servants. "You tricked me into throwing my friend Daniel to the lions," he said. "I have a nasty surprise for you." "Throw the wicked men to the lions," the king demanded. The jealous servants were hurled into the den, where the hungry lions immediately devoured them. Then the king made a new law. "From now on," he commanded, "everyone must worship the God that Daniel worships." Daniel's God is the one true God. His kingdom will last forever. Everyone must worship only this God. Daniel was pleased. God had answered his prayer, even in the land of Babylon. He had trusted the Lord and was kept safe.